I placed my hand on the little boy's neck and whispered a threat.
This needs to happen.
The woman in front of me had intended to seek help from others. Just as her eyes flickered, she noticed the blood trickling from my ear. Perhaps out of protection for her son, she decided to agree to my demands. On the way, she recalled the news on television, reporting that a murderer had escaped from prison. This made her feel uneasy. Even when a police car drove past her, she dared not make a sound. But when we returned home as I had requested, I did not harm them. Instead, I collapsed into a chair, exhausted, my eyes revealing a hint of helplessness and gentleness. I explained to the mother and son that I was not a violent person and would not harm them. I was just resting my legs and would leave after dark. I did not want the mother and son to be implicated for harboring a criminal. I took a rope and pretended to tie Kate to the chair. My movements were gentle, fearing I might cause her unnecessary harm. Perhaps I did it to satisfy my hunger, or perhaps to thank the mother and son for taking me in. I went to the kitchen to prepare lunch for them. Since Kate was restrained, I carefully blew on each mouthful of food and fed it to her with tender care. Kate watched this man, so gentle and kind. She could never have imagined that I was a murderer. Her son watched all this unfold and also felt that I wasn't as ruthless as the media portrayed me to be. As night fell, I untied Kate before leaving, but the patrol cars didn't stop just because it was night, forcing me to stay there. The next day, I got up early again to prepare breakfast for the two of them. This gesture quietly eased the tense atmosphere between the three of us. Kate approached me with a rope in her hand, but I said,
You won't be needing that any longer. But if the day comes when you have to say I tied you up, you won't be lying.
My gentle demeanor made Kate lower her guard a little. After she took a small bite of the food, her eyes involuntarily revealed a hint of tenderness. She couldn't believe that a man with such a rough appearance could make such delicious food. To repay Kate and her son for taking me in, I began doing whatever I could to help. I replaced the car's fuse, split firewood for the winter, and cleaned the entire house inside and out. I even taught Parker some basketball skills. My slightly stern tone was like that of a father carefully instructing his son. This rare display of warmth from me was deeply cherished by Parker, who had grown up without a father's love. Kate's thoughts became a bit confused upon seeing this scene, and our relationship no longer felt so stiff. While Kate carefully mended my pants, I also asked about the scar on her leg. But just as this warm moment unfolded, a knock suddenly sounded at the door. I instinctively pulled Kate under me, and with a tense and serious tone, I told Henry to send the person away.
I trust you're not going to get nervous and say something.